Welcome back to another episode of Put It on the List. We have a great show today. Lots and lots of news. Lots of news. I'm telling you, it was a lot. We talk about the things we watched and we make fun of some of the decisions some people making these shows. Plus, we have a couple of trailers and our very special double feature. Let's start the show. I'm Francisco, and I'm here with my long-lost foundling, Andres. This is the way.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
The little foundling. Do I get a lightsaber?
Yeah.
Little tiny one?
Yeah, they take anybody, bro.
Apparently. You're just like, all right.
I don't know if you watched the episode, but they'll take anybody.
Does this fit on your head? Yeah. Can you sleep in a cave? Yeah, you're hired.
Do you speak a language? No, it doesn't matter.
That works. Sign here. Just put your paw print. There you go.
Yeah. This is the way.
It is apparently.
It's a lot of questions.
We're going to get into that momentarily. But first, before we get into that, what do we got? News and tidbits. Yeah, we got some news. All right, man. First one.
All right. On the positive side, I hadn't heard anything in a while, but they updated us on Jeremy Renner. Seems to be walking in rehab.
Yeah, there was a video. Yeah, video. I think it was on Instagram where it shows him like on some kind of machine where he's like doing a full stride walk. I mean, I think it's like supporting him on his hips or something. But I mean, dude, he's upright, moving around. Seemed like he was in good spirits. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a long road. Dude, it's New Year's Day when that shit went down. So it's like, damn. So it's been like 3 months, but he's doing it. So good for him, man. One step at a time.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Man.
For reals.
That's cool. All right. Yeah, very happy. All right, what else we got?
Cool. A little tidbit just for all my hip hop heads out there. March 25th, 1997, the Notorious B.I.G. dropped his last album, Life After Death, which has a bunch of classics on it. The whole album's a classic. And I just wanted to throw this in there for all the hip hop heads. Do you have any relationship, any songs that you like from this album, or do you remember it coming out in 97? I know you're not a big hip hop head, but anything? No? Your blank stare is telling me.
What's the name of this person again?
Bro, sadness. Notorious B.I.G. I love it when you call me Big Papa. That was the first one. More money, more problems? No, nothing. Notorious Thugs?
I got nothing.
Beef? I'll tell you what beef is.
Let me think.
No. Okay. All right. We should do a reaction video to your reaction. Yeah.
We should do a reaction. You should listen to me play it for the first time and I'll be like, huh. I guarantee you, if that shit's been in the movies, I probably know it real well. But if you ask me like who did it, I'm like, I don't know.
There's one song that's been in a ton of movies.
See, there you go. I bet you that's how I would know it. I'd be like, yeah, Trading Day or some bullshit. I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, man. Anyways, congrats to all of us for listening and not Andres because he doesn't know. But
good.
Yeah, March 25th, 1997. B.I.G. Baby.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Somebody had a big box office weekend.
Ooh. Yeah. We were recording just after the weekend, so we know what the results were.
For was that someone's John name? Wick. Mr. John Wick 4.
Fucking Baba Yaga.
Man. And it's a long-ass movie. And
dude, it's like almost 3 hours or something.
It did not deter people from going to the movie theater to watch this. Apparently, what I'm hearing on the streets is that it's a masterpiece.
I've heard a lot of people went and everyone loved it. The only slight comment, if you could even say that, is it's too much action. Like they
what the fuck?
some people were saying it was too drawn out, but I mean, I don't know. I want to see some fools like, I don't know, whatever, man. Yeah. I mean, it was like a ballet. You're just watching a ballet of death and violence, and it's a total cartoon, man. And it's so well done. Like, there's a dude I follow on Instagram. I didn't even realize he was one of the stunt team coordinator action guys, and he posts all these crazy videos over the last couple of years of him just like working out crazy stunts. I didn't know it was for John. He didn't announce it was for John Wick. He was just showing like how they would do stuff, and I'm like, that's fascinating. That's crazy. These dudes flying through the air, not dying. I'm like, Jesus. And it turns out it's all for John Wick. Now we get to watch on the big screen, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. My favorite thing in the whole thing that you said right there is when you said a ballet of death and violence. Yes, that sounds like an amazing tagline, dude. They'd be like, imagine a poster and then John Wick and it's like a ballet of death and violence.
Dude, I mean, they do such a good job with it, and they string it together with like this underground subculture of assassins and the hotels and monetary gold coin units and fucking tribes. There's a lot of tattoos lore. And then I'm pretty sure in the third John, I'm pretty sure didn't he lose a finger in the last one or something? I'm sure I can't. You know what I mean? And they just keep going, and there's
they keep anteing up.
The endless amount. Fucking, I'm excited to watch it. I mean, I got some observations and some questions about the John Wick universe I want to ask you, but I think we'll save that for when we actually get to watch the film. At some point soonish. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And another note is that like you have to look good in a fucking suit. This is like
good in a bulletproof.
Everybody
suit.
Everybody's like is dressed to the nines and like tailored suits and stuff. Man, so
there's a lot of money in assassin fucking business, I guess, because like everyone's got like basements full of gold and like really cool cars and really cool bulletproof suits and
just on how people are dressed. I think even Jonathan Nolan or Christopher Nolan would appreciate the suits because he's always got his guys all dressed up.
That too. Who's the other? Matthew Vaughn also like in The Gentleman. He's got all his homies always dressed up.
Yeah.
But all right. Enough John Wick slobbering.
I know. You haven't even seen it yet. All right, moving on. We got Adam McKay's next feature. The story reportedly follows a serial killer, Mr. Bats, Robert Pattinson, who gets into politics in an effort to change the laws to be more murder-friendly.
Yeah, it's such a funny thing. Adam McKay does his thing. It's like they call it socio-political issues.
Yeah.
And his last one was Don't Look Up, and that was like climate change.
Yeah.
And this one is like the main character apparently is a serial killer.
Yeah.
And he figures out he could kill a lot more people if he became a congressman and changed some laws to make it way easier to kill more people, which is hilarious because he's just taking like the lobby industry, but now it's for like serial killers, not like bankers that are like doing crazy shit. As we might have just noticed in the last couple of weeks where banks were going belly up because of the fucking deregulate, all that crazy shit that they do. And get away with crimes. I guess this guy's like, why not serial killers start getting away with more fucking crimes by joining Congress? I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Fucking Adam McKay, man. That is such a cool premise. And it's Robert Pattinson and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. It should be cool. I mean, like, I'm hoping it's cool. We were chatting a little bit offline and I was like, man, I hope I really want like a really cool dark comedy like this, and hopefully they can deliver. And I want the dialogue to be like super tight, because when it's like such a specific premise, you want everything to be like buttoned up, like super tight. You don't want to be like nitpicking it to death or be like, shit doesn't make sense. You just want shit to be like right.
Yeah, and Adam McKay, I mean, he kind of chooses these areas like he did The Other Guys, which is a straight comedy with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, but at the same time, it was about talking shit about Wall Street and all the financial crimes that they pull off. So I'm like, damn, this is going to be, it's cool that he puts these social issues into like a more mainstream, appealing, what?
I was going to ask, did McKay have anything to do with The Big Short? or Spotlight?
Yeah, I think
did
he
he direct one of those?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, because I remember I was like, when I saw who directed, I was like, Adam McKay, damn, this guy, I think might have been one of the first times he kind of like swerved out of the comedy lane. And
Yeah,
like,
because he was doing like
both those films
Nights.
are, yeah, both of those films are super successful. But yeah. I
But
like
yeah,
it.
I'm pretty excited. I think it's really clever. I'm so looking forward to this. The idea alone, I'm like sold there.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do with it to make fun of Congress and all these people. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Moving
all right, what's
on.
the next one?
Yeah. We got a little company called Apple. Apple sets a major theatrical release plans. I guess they want to get into the movies game.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the theaters.
It's funny. Yeah. It's all coming back around. Like Netflix was released Glass Onion and made money. Amazon started releasing some stuff. Now they're like, shit, they can make back like a pretty good amount of bank in like 2 weeks just going theatrically.
Yeah.
Like they could really pull in like hundreds of millions of dollars extra for if they make good movies. Netflix is going to be, I don't know if people are going to be paying to see like Red Notice in the theaters, but they have some other stuff.
Yeah. And I saw some of the films that might be up for that to go to theatrical release. They have Mr. Scorsese's next film possibly, and then they have
dude, I would totally do that.
Oh yeah. And then there was another one that caught my eye. Ooh, I can't remember right now. It was in the article that we read. But yeah, there was like 2 or 3 films that were
some hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to make they're into, you know, it's so funny because the success that they've had, Apple has like been through like purchasing movies like Coda and stuff, and then that won the Oscar. But now, you know, they want to have like, you know, produce and make it from scratch, and maybe that's more money for them, you know, instead of spending it.
Yeah, let's see how it all works out. I mean, I think they're going to dip their toe slowly, but they seem to know what they're doing. They're not like buying everything like Netflix is just like throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. They're being very selective about it. So I like their approach. I like it.
Yeah. The other 2 films were...
Yeah.
The other 2 films were Ridley Scott's Napoleon, starring Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't know it was Apple. Okay.
Yeah. And then Matthew Vaughn's Thriller, Argyle, starring Dua Lipa and Henry Cavill. So Matthew Vaughn has a movie coming up with them.
Yeah, he's very public friendly. Let's just say like his stuff hits pretty well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So all right. Okay, Apple, I see you, Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, moving on.
I wonder if they're gonna buy their own theaters or it's gonna go into like the existing AMCs. We'll see.
Oh, well, they would have to negotiate, right?
They'd have to figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fire away. What's next?
All right. Next, we got Stephen Knight, famous for Peaky Blinders. Japan.
Created it.
He's going to write a Star Wars film.
Yeah. Apparently, he's not just writing, but he's taking over. Like Damon Lindelof, who did Watchmen, and this other dude.
And The Leftovers.
Star Wars film. Yeah. Leftovers. I mean, he did Lost. Like, the dude can tell a story. The dude can tell a story.
I love Leftovers.
And they apparently the word is they turned in their final script and that was it. And they're just like walking away from Star Wars. So they just lost 2 more writers, but then they hired this guy to kind of take over. So I don't know if he's going to rewrite how much. I don't know what they're doing. But the word is this is going to be the first Star Wars film that's actually going to make it into theaters at some point in the next couple of years. It might even be like in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And so they just keep going through more and more writers, and I hope they're doing the right thing here because
now do you think Now do you think that they had to like continue in the scope of where we are at in Star Wars? Like, do we have to like continue with this Skywalker saga shit, or like
you can't.
Can we go like 1,000 years in the future or something, you know, or the past? Something, you know, like can we get a time gap?
This little separation for the freedom to be creative. That's what they need. Yeah, I don't know. Did Andor reset the bar for them where they don't have to have a lightsaber in every fucking, scene. Like, we'll find out. I don't know how do you sell that. So I think they're in a tough place, but I think the TV shows are helping them figure it out, what to do and what not to do. Let's just say, and they also have a bunch of resources. They can just start borrowing props and wardrobe and shit from all these people, which is probably extremely helpful. Sets, all that stuff. I read that this film actually takes place after the last Star Wars film. So like after Luke is gone and everyone else, spoilers, everyone's gone. It's like in the future. It's like a decade or two past the last one, which could be fun. The new Republic again, Republic 3.0. Are we talking about here? I don't know.
Yeah. They're still having gotten the shit together, Republic? Yeah, that Republic? Okay.
Yeah. Those guys. I have no idea. But I don't know. I just hope it's good. I mean, you have a bunch of really creative folks. Just do something fun. But Lucasfilm just likes to keep bringing people on and firing them. So I don't know what their brainchild is. Anyways,
not good enough, huh?
All right. We'll see. All right. Well, best of luck. Looking forward to it. I hope it's awesome. We'll see for the first trailer.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got? This is an interesting one.
Fire
this one away.
Speaking of the dark side, fucking Funko had bought Mondo. What would we call it? Mondo Media? Mondo? They make posters and collectibles. They make posters and collectibles. They do prints of scores and they put their own artwork on there and stuff. And Funko bought them last year. Go ahead.
Let's back off Mondo. Let's talk about Mondo for a second. Mondo is an offshoot of the Alamo Drafthouse movie theater. And they kind of got started in Austin, and they got a bunch of like local artists to produce like alternate posters for films they love, and they got them licensed, and they would sell like a couple here and there. And from the beginning, they grew. It's like this big company where they just had tons of like limited posters and like you said, like action figure type stuff, all very limited, all extremely creative. And like we go to the Comic-Con, me and you, every year, and there's always a giant ass line for Mondo, and they do like these timed releases for these awesome posters. And that we look at each other and we say we're never gonna find get any of those posters because we're not gonna wait 2 hours in line for that shit. But I would love to get one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, all right, fine, whatever. And they're always cool. And then people resell the shit out of them for like, you buy a $50 poster, you'll see it on eBay for like $200 or $300, like within an hour. That's all people do. They flip stuff. Anyways, but they're a very successful, very popular company that got bought by Funko, who makes those little Funko Pops, which are really cute, by the way. I got a couple. I think you got a couple.
Yeah.
And they bought this company, and then
for 14 million.
Dude,
for 14 million they paid for it.
Dude. And then 6 months later, they laid off like the original creators and the owners and like everyone. And apparently the poster division is going to be going mostly away. I'm like, what did you buy?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think they bought?
I don't know, man. They're just going to put the name Mondo on t-shirts? I don't know what they bought. Like, if you're going to get rid of the poster, because whenever I go on Mondo, the website, the first thing I'm looking at is a poster. Like new drops.
Don't you have a book? You have a book, right? A poster art. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a book of like their first, whatever, 10 years or whenever they started. And it's really amazing artwork. You know, there's a lot of amazing creative people that work there.
Yeah.
And, and it was a good way of getting something different instead of just like the mainstream kind of like poster, you know, face and letters.
You can tell the artists put love into every piece. They're not just like randomly hiring. People are like, I want to do something really cool for this thing that I love.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. Yeah. And I have like an Aliens mini poster record thing it's awesome from Mondo. And it's like, damn. And then now this? Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I know, man. But I don't know what they're gonna do with it. They're gonna do the collectibles, but isn't that what?
That's like the smallest. That's like the tiny part of what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess at the Comic-Con this year we'll see.
Yeah,
oh, man.
So that was kind of a bummer.
It's a huge bummer. It's like one of the big creative outlets that we look forward to checking out every year, but. I hope someone else steps into the shoes. I heard that the owners might actually start a separate side company now And I was reading a bunch of the artists that were like on Mondo, all like advocating for the owners, and they all just want to follow the owners to do whatever that they're going to next.
Yeah.
And so like that whole group of artists, which is a really big roster of just awesome folks, are probably going to be very loyal and sticking with those guys. So hopefully, in the not too distant future, more cool shit continues to be produced by these super talented folks.
Yeah, for reals. All right, moving on. And that was a lot of news, buddy.
It was too much news.
And like beep 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 beep, like we're a fucking news channel. Anyways, all right, moving on to what we watched.
Yeah.
What we watched. Yeah.
What did we watch? We watched some shit.
Yes, we did.
All right, first thing, what do we watch?
Mandalorian. Season 3, episode 4. I love saying Mando like that. Like Carl Weathers.
I can't do it like you. I can't do it.
And he directed it, by the way. Carl Weathers directed this episode.
I saw that.
I was
good for him, man.
Yeah, good for him.
He directed one last season too. That was awesome.
Really? All right, man.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Do you want to do overall impressions? Or are we doing spoilers? What's up?
There's not a lot of spoilers, which is really nice for this week. And there's not, I mean, it was more like a typical Mandalorian fun show. I mean, it was ultimately.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's no spoilers of like moving the story along, but
there's no reveals.
Yeah.
There's no, it's just kind of like a straightforward action fun. I'm like, this is pretty cool. And it was there was some awkward, I don't know, Baby Yoda. He has his place, but when they try to make him do backflips and stuff, I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's adorable, but it's like, it's, if it wasn't a Baby Yoda, if it was anything different, it might be a little hard to buy. You know what I mean? Like if it was the random penguin doing this thing, I'd be like, what the shit is this? But since it's Baby Yoda, I'm like, all right, I'll give you a pass. Like
for me, first impressions of the episode, I was like, I like it. It was kind of fun. It was like, oh, it's kind of like season 1, you know, Adventure of the Week kind of thing. Yeah. But then like the more I sat with the episode, I was like, God damn, man. I was like starting like in my head, kind of picking it apart. And I'm bro, fucking the fucking Mandalorians, man. We're like, they just were shooting at the water in the beginning. What the fuck were they doing, bro? That's training?
I don't want it.
That's training? They're like, oh, boom, boom, boom.
They literally.
I felt like it was like a bunch of people that like to do LARPing. You know, like they're just fucking standing on the fucking thing right there. And I'm like, could they fucking pick a worse planet to live on? They're like the fucking lowest on the food chain, man. These motherfuckers are just getting picked off left and right. I'm like, there's fucking dragons on this fucking planet. There's fucking dragons.
They got a good deal on the real estate, and they got a cave. And then like, there's like a dragon monster that lives outside of their cave.
Bro, I'd never leave the fucking cave. I'd just be like begging the welder. I'm like, hey, you need me to fucking sweep the shop? What do you need me to do, man? I'm staying in here. Fuck that. We don't even get tans. Like, we don't take our helmets off. What do we need to do the fuck outside? Is there any destruction inside the cave? I'm staying in here because my life expectancy is not that high outside the cave. The fucking dragons eat babies. And then, so I'm good with that. And then another thing.
They're like, hey, go outside the cave and shoot at the water for the next hour.
Sorry, I'm going off. But another thing, the dragon had that kid in his mouth and his throat. How long? Didn't they fucking overnight? He fucking and the kid was breathing okay? Like, I don't understand what the fuck. What the logic there? Like, so the dragon couldn't pass the kid and he like regurgitated the kid, but the kid was alive? I don't know, man.
The kid was like, just fine. The kid wasn't even traumatized. He was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
Yeah, there's some fucking funny math going on, and I was just like, "Hey guys, hey, don't fucking man, come on, dude." I don't know, man. It was, and like I said, it was fun in the moment, but then I was like, and then I calmed down and I was like thinking about shit, like, "Oh, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. What the fuck is going on?" But yeah.
they returned to like their cartoon roots. And I'm like, all right, I'll pass it because last week they sprinkled a lot of Andor in there.
Yeah,
and then so they had to back that up and do a 180 this week, which, depending on the Star Wars fans, because there's a lot of them, there are a lot of different camps.
Yeah.
Some of them probably loved this episode.
Yeah.
So like,
I liked it.
This one's for the prequel kids. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I just have like fucking dumb observations. I'm like, and then like when they eat dinner and everybody leaves, you can't even tell a motherfucker this shit tastes good. Like, you're alone. Forever.
That was pretty awkward. How do you eat? We find a corner the same way we use the restroom. We find a corner in the desert. No one's looking.
You are like, oh no, you're the leader. You stay here. The rest of us, shame in the fucking darkness. Damn, bro. Like, how are you gonna enjoy your carne asada burrito where you can't even be in the fucking around the flame? Man,
you got nothing. Yeah, man. You gotta admit there's some arbitrary rules for this religion. At one point, like, let me get this straight. I gotta jump in some water just to make sure I'm pure. Yeah. Okay, maybe. Yeah. And then, but you can't take your helmet off. What? And if you do take your helmet off, you got to go back to that planet and jump in the water again for a second, and then we'll just believe you, and you're back in the club.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, another thing that I thought was fucking hilarious is when they fucking ran out of gas and they cut to the scene of them walking back to the cave. Like, fuck, nobody was saying shit. They're just walking back to the cave with no gas. Oh fuck. God damn. Those sorry bastards. Like, I'm like, okay, somebody beat them. It kind of makes sense because these fucking animals are man, they're taking L's left and right. I'm like, at first I'm like, oh, these are the best warriors on the universe. I'm like, are they? They fucking somebody destroyed their fucking planet. There's a few of them left.
They're shooting at water. There's a pretty low bar here.
Yeah. The gators are getting them. The dragons are getting them. I mean, they're getting picked off left and right. I don't know how good of a warrior these guys are. And like some of them look beat the fuck up. Like Mando looks good, and like his outfit looks really good. But man, some of the other guys are like, how much did we pay for this?
They got some paper mache.
Yeah.
Arts and crafts hour. We gotta like spiff some of this shit up. Like, here's some glue, or some glue for you.
Yeah.
Here's like some magic markers. We gotta.
All that said, I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it.
Yeah. It's fun watching like their little thing, but you make a great point. Like, these guys are supposed to be badasses. Like, who's gonna hire these guys? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to hire some badasses. Then you go to their little thing, or like, what? You want us to pay for these guys? These guys are like these crazy homeless dudes living in the cave.
Look, that looks fucking crazy. They're shooting at water. Wow.
They got this.
They got this. Give me fucking Baba Yaga any day of the week, man. That motherfucker. Put Baba Yaga on that planet. Fucking those dragons are gone.
These dudes with like their machine guns and their backpacks still couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Oof.
I think they adopted some dragons. So we'll see how this goes. This is going full on Game of Thrones now.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, anybody can be a foundling. The dragons are foundling now. Oh, man.
But again, they got some loose rules, man. They just kind of make shit up as they go.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't care.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed it. I like that it doesn't have like this doesn't have like crazy consequences. You know, like, you know, like something in a movie happens and I'm like, oh, I hate all 9 movies. I'm like, relax, bro. Like, it's okay. Just take this for whatever it is. Anyways.
Yeah, it's fun. And it looked good.
Yeah.
So, like, all right, moving on for the most part.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got next?
Season premiere of Yellowjackets. Season 2, episode 1. I liked it. I enjoyed it, man. I'm like, there was...
What network?
It's on Showtime.
Showtime, okay.
And I like it. I'm like waiting for... like the premise is, I don't know if people are familiar with the show, but a soccer team in the 90s crash lands out in the middle, what we think is Canada, the forest, woods, or northwest, like Washington area. And they're stuck out in the woods and nobody seems to find them. And, you know, they survive and they get out like 17 months later, but they're all like there's a so that there's two timelines. There's when they're in high school and then when they're 25 years later, and there's a bunch of unanswered questions. How did they survive? What did they have to do? Where are some of the people that didn't make it? You know, like, but there's also like some sort of
Who
like
got voted out
supernatural element that they're trying to attach to it, which is for the creepy corner people out there, is what I'm interested in.
Oh.
So, yeah, the acting's great. Like the both sets of actors, actresses, the people that play the young versions and the old versions, they're both great. There's some big names, you know, Juliette Lewis, Christina Ricci, Melanie Linsky. She's good in this. She's like, I think she's the main protagonist, and she's definitely. There was something funny that happened on this episode. I'm like the young version of Melanie Linsky's character. Her name is Shauna. Shauna was nibbling on something, and it was funny. But if you guys say, hey, season 2 seems like it's gonna take off, you know, right in full steam ahead and take us where we want to go and answer a lot of questions that we have. But I liked it. Yellowjackets. Showtime.
Cool. All right. I don't think I'll be getting Showtime anytime soon, but I'll try to keep poking an eye out for it. Things sometimes pop up.
Yeah.
All right, what we got next?
All right, man. You're still hanging in there with Miss Harley Quinn.
Yeah, man. That show's awesome. I don't know what else to tell anyone. It's like the most perfect, fun animated show. I finished the second season.
Did you watch the Valentine's Day one?
Really cool. Yeah, I skipped. So I'm in the third season now, but I skipped ahead to that episode. So now I'm back. Probably like 3 or 4 episodes behind now.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. And it's such an easy show to turn on and off because it's not like it's a big, you're not thinking about it. It's like a joke. Everything's just a joke. And it's so damn funny. And what they did with the second season of Harley Quinn, they took a storyline from Batman the comics and they just mixed that in and they did No Man's Land, which I'm probably ruining it for you. At the end of the first season, they kind of like, how do I say, giant earthquake takes out Gotham. And I think in the second season, the beginning, it's so screwed up. The United States government is like no longer recognizing it. So it's kind of like there's no rule of law and everyone's left except for like the criminals and a handful of like hero types and some citizens are trying to make their way through the you know, the chaos. And it's just kind of, you're in like a lawless Gotham and it's just every episode is just Harley Quinn and her buddies going to a different area dealing with different shit. And it's really funny. Like they have to like deal with Penguin's area. Then they got to go to like to Joker Land and they got to deal with this guy. And they got to deal with that guy. Then ultimately there's kind of a story that kind of develops, but it's just fucking hilarious. Over the top, ridiculous, R-rated, not kid friendly. A joke a minute kind of thing. And I don't know what to tell you. It's great. It's great. And I hope this show goes on for another several seasons.
Yeah. So I don't think we talked about that Valentine's Day special together because I think I saw it and you hadn't seen it yet.
That's right. No, did I?
Yeah, because I don't think.
I think, no, you did see it and I did not see it yet.
So what are your thoughts, man?
That's season 3.
It's hilarious, huh?
Dude, it's great. It's exactly what it was supposed to be. I mean, it's just a gag after another gag after a gag, and you're just like, shit, they're doing.
Yeah, they would all
hard R.
Yeah,
hard R cartoon. Think like Deadpool inappropriate.
Yeah.
Fucking Bane. Oh my god!
Dude.
Whenever he shows up, man, he's
probably whoever does his voice. I love whoever that voice actor is. He's like, oh, you think you want to see? Like just the way he talks. And so
I live in the darkness.
Yes. Oh man. And then dude, it was so funny. I don't want to spoil it for people because there's a lot of funny bits and part of it's like the shock of it. And but yeah, it's definitely worth a watch if you guys like that kind of stuff. Even if you don't like it, you might find it funny. Check it out. Harley Quinn.
Oh man, I think you even did the line that I was dying. Bane, what was it? I don't have a small penis. I just have a really large body.
That's funny. Dude, yeah, dude. He was.
That's not fair to look at it that way. I can't do it.
Yeah,
He's
funny. They wrote him so good, man.
Yeah, they just got it. They got it, and they just went with it. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Caffeine is my reckoning. Mitch gets my name wrong at the Starbucks every time.
Man, look, all these lines stuck with you. That's cool. I'm bad at quotes.
You're terrible.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
That's what I'm here for.
I can't even remember like half the people's names. Feel so bad sometimes.
You should. All right, but yeah, Harley Quinn, HBO Max. Get on it, people. If you haven't watched it, don't watch your own kids.
Definitely not.
Don't overthink it. If you don't like the first 10 minutes of any episode, you're not gonna like any of them. But if you think it's hilarious, you're gonna love the rest of them.
Yeah.
And there's stories that kind of develop, and you're kind of like start getting attached to characters, and when they kind of come and go, you're like, oh, they're back. You're like, oh, why aren't they here? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I got a little attached to some of the characters. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Man, it's so good. It's so good. The supporting cast is great. All right, moving on. We got it.
All right, moving on.
All right, what we got? What's the last thing?
On Apple Plus, the season finale of Shrinking was this past week. And man, I love this freaking show, bro. I love this show. It makes me happy. It makes me sad. It makes me happy that I'm sad. It makes me all kinds of things, man. Like at first I'm like laughing my ass off. And then next thing you know, it's like, why am I fucking messing? Why am I crying? It's like, it's an emotional roller coaster, but it's like a happy show. I don't know, man. And like the acting, everybody that's in it, Jason Segel, one of those. Segel. Dude, a person that did not mail it in was Harrison Ford. Man, he was really good in this. I'm like, he's acting instead of just like, doing some action stuff.
Being Harrison Ford here. Yeah. Kid, let's go.
And then, there's this girl, her name, the character, I can't remember her real name, but she was on a sketch show on HBO and she's killing it in this show. And then Mr. Darcy from Married with Children, he's hilarious, bro. He's really good. And
dude, I think you keep convincing me how good these shows are. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get Apple now because you convinced me
doesn't miss
to watch The Bear.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, damn, so I got Hulu, did the Bear thing, and now I gotta do the Shrinking thing.
Well, so far this year, this has been my favorite show. Like, I want to just like binge it the whole way through because they're only like 30-minute episodes. And, it's only like 8 or 9 episodes and or 10 or whatever. But it was just like it breezed right through. It could have been like a long film, But I'm excited that it got renewed for a second season and all the things about it are good and I like it. And I hope people watch it. Shrinking, Apple Plus, don't miss. Check it out.
I'm glad you like Shrinking, Francisco.
There you go.
Oh man, yeah. I gotta check it out. All right, moving on to what's next we got here. A little short one.
No.
Little short subject.
Trailers.
Yeah,
man.
All right.
Elemental.
Not many, but two big one. Yeah. Pixar's dropping their big theatrical film. I think in May. So it's got like a little over a month before it shows up. There was a teaser, but this is like the full on, you get to kind of see who the characters are and what the story they're trying to develop is. What did you think?
I thought that the animation was great. It looked beautiful. And I have questions about the story, but I mean, I have questions about like the elements or like who's an element and who's not an element. Because the elements are like what? Earth, wind, fire, water. They didn't really show.
Yeah, I think it's about right.
They didn't show. And you remember the fifth element is love.
It's true. Everyone knows that. When the fucking demons are coming to destroy the planet, there's always love.
And so I didn't see any wind element. I don't know. I mean, that's just me being whatever, but I thought it looked great, man.
I think wind was the cloud.
Yeah, you're right. And what'd you think about how it looked?
That looked really good. Like, I mean, it's so much effects, like to do fire and to do water, and that takes a lot of calculations within a computer. Like a lot.
But like on the fire,
so they put in the work.
The fire specifically was like, obviously it looks like fire, but at the same time, some of it was like,
it's stylized.
Yeah, like the facial stuff was like hand drawn or something, or like, you know, there's like line work on the face, and
there's like a 2D outline, illustrative quality to it, which helps sell it all. I mean, you gotta do some kind of a fine line between photoreal fire and like noticeably fire, but a person at the same time. Not person, but character. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think they did a really cool job with the designs. Like they must have been like, okay, we're gonna do all these characters are water, all these characters are fire. What do they look like? Like shit. But
they look good. I'm excited for it.
So I think the story seems a little cheesy, like almost like a little too easy. Like we're from two different sides of the track. Let's hang out. Like, has that never happened before in this fucking world? Like they're like a little too like, what's that? You know, like what happens when fire touches water? I'm like, really? Like no one has discovered this shit? And I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, I think Elemental looks cool. I mean, for the most part, is if the storytelling is as high quality as the visuals, I think they're in for a winner. I love Pixar. I really hope they kind of bounce back because they've been a little on the ropes here and there. Like we're like, Pixar's on the ropes. I'm like, so yeah, let's get the Pixar back in the game, man. Let's get Pixar back in the game.
For real.
All right, what's next?
Moving on. I'm excited about this movie. Dungeons and Dragons. The final trailer came out.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I didn't watch the trailer. I just want to watch the film. It looks fantastic, and it's getting like they've already been a bunch of sneak previews for the last like week or two. That's building buzz, and it's already up like a 90+ on Rotten Tomatoes. The dudes that did it are hilarious. They wrote like Spider-Man Homecoming, and they wrote and directed Game Night. If anyone hasn't seen Game Night, love Game Night. And like you're gonna take that kind of silliness and put it into like a big sci-fi, massive budget, fun film with like Chris Pine and a bunch of other great actors. I'm like, dude, this film's gonna be a winner. Like it might not be. It's gonna be hard to market, man. I don't know how you market like a freaking sci-fi Dungeons and Dragons movie without like if you see the trailer, you'd be like, shit, I'm in. But if you just see a poster or the idea, you're like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So they got to get word of the mouth though is really high. I know a bunch of us who've seen the sneak previews and all say it's awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. And I originally was planning on taking, like, on the fence of taking Z. Ooh. But I showed her the trailer and it was a no-go. She was like, nah.
Okay. It's a good idea.
You know, I just tested it,
out.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather test it there because I took her to go see Ant-Man, you know. Mm-hmm. So, and she mostly, I mean, she liked the action stuff, but her thing too is like, Dad, it was really loud. It was really loud. So,
wow.
So I think she's more worried about the loudness than what's going on in the movie, I guess. And I don't,
you know, yeah.
And, but anyway, so I think it might be a solo film and checking it out. But I'm excited, dude. All the jokes seem to be landing for me in the trailers, and I hope that they have a lot more. You know, that they don't get too much. It's gonna be,
everyone seems to love it, so I'm excited.
And I'm like riding the Chris Pine wave. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want this guy to do good shit. You know?
Yeah. Like he's just like hilarious, and like he's actiony when he needs to do action, and funny and charming when he needs to do funny and charming.
Yeah, and what's her name? Was it Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Dude, she's hilarious. And like I love the tough guy kind of like thing that she's bringing to the game and stuff. And but
not taking it too serious.
Yeah. I like it. So hopefully I get to watch it soon and it's hilarious.
I look forward to it. All right. And the last trippy thing on the list of Fire Away.
All right. This is co-created by Donald Glover for Amazon Prime, and it is a TV series called Swarm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Swarm on Amazon.
Yeah, Swarm. Yeah, and I think it's kind of like It's based on fandom and people's relationship to their favorite artist and how deep they can get trapped into um the social surroundings between social media and everything else, going on with life and their mental stability.
And it does not look like a happy one. Let's just say that right now. No. It looks like one of those ones. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Like it looks dark. And you hear
and not funny.
Yeah, not at all.
Because at least like when you watch, like I want to put it in the vein of like Jordan Peele, like that kind of.
Yes.
But at least some of his things are funny. Like there's like a little humor to it. Because even Us, I thought had some jokes, and Nope, I think has some funny stuff. But this looks just like all the way bad the whole time. Like nobody's cracking a smile, and people are getting messed up left and right.
Yeah, it's not a happy one, and oh man, it's like there's not a lot of stability. I don't know what to tell you for this one. I don't think I'll probably watch it, but
I'm interested. I might throw it on, but I make sure everybody's asleep because I've already heard that there's some sexual stuff on there, so gotta make sure that the kids are asleep.
Gotta watch it under a blanket.
Yeah. Like, what are you watching? Don't worry about it. What's that clapping sound? Don't worry about it. Is that me?
This show is good.
5 stars.
I love the idea of like a toxic fandom, people getting obsessed with other folks on like social media because they think like that's real life.
Yeah.
They get very confused very easily.
Yeah.
And they don't understand it's like marketing and bullshit and glitz and glamour. I'm like, no, there's also like scrubbing toilets that they don't fucking show you that they have to do too. But I mean, if you want to watch an easier one, watch Ingrid Goes West. That movie's great. And it's not, it doesn't go fucking to 11. They keep it at a nice steady 7 of like psychotic single white female. You know what I mean? Like that's like a really cool film if you haven't seen that one.
Yeah. And
it totally works. But this looks like, I mean, is every shot in this movie Swarm either at night or in a dark room? That's like the whole trailer. Everything is just dark. Like what is happening? Who's what? Oh, that's that. Was that a knife? Oh shit. And I kind of wonder that how much of like the toxic fandom, not naming names, they're Swift fans, and how do they come into things? Because there's all sorts of like certain artists have certain fans that threaten the lives of certain other artists' ex-boyfriends and shit. And you're like, what? You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, like what is going on with these people? Like what entitlement do you have? Like, like you heard one song once and you interpreted it and now you want someone to die. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, calm down. Like, go make a puzzle. I don't know what to tell people, man.
I think maybe those people have never really got either, I don't know, they never played sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like some of this, fandom stuff, it's in sports, but I don't know if it's this, like how it is, like social media is with this, with pop artists and stuff like that, because there's a bunch of different fandoms, dude, and it's like some are hardcore, and it's like they sway, the charts as far as like on Spotify and this and that, or they can make or break different careers. I've seen like plenty of YouTubers become famous just because they're positive to like the like Eminem, for example. If you do a reaction video to an Eminem video, and if you're positive, or you're like, oh my God, you're blown away by Eminem, dude, you're gonna get 100,000 views minimum,
dude.
And as long as you're positive,
reaction video. We gotta do that Biggie reaction video now. You've convinced me,
dude. I'm telling you, like they'll get, but there's certain ones, and like if you don't like it, they'll know that you don't like it, and so yeah, man.
Then again, you know what?
What?
I don't think I want to deal with that fucking psychotic crowd of folks. So maybe we shouldn't do any reaction videos. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, don't read the comments.
I don't want to have like, I don't want to go outside and find like a dead rabbit on like my car or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what people are doing.
Yeah. No, dude, it's crazy. And like one YouTuber, like he ends up meeting Eminem because like he went from having like, I don't know, like 20,000-30,000 subscribers to over 1 million subscribers. Just doing Eminem reactions basically. And
jeez.
And
you hit the right algorithm at the right time.
Yeah. So, but anyways.
Okay, maybe we'll do one Biggie video. One Biggie reaction video.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing I'm not gonna be able to meet him.
No, you won't. Yeah, and Swarm is part of our new to the list.
It is new to the list.
It is new to the list. Swarm. I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna check it out because I think curiosity for me, it's kind of like bit me, and I'll report back.
I like Donald Glover. I like Donald Glover's style, so I think it's got a good chance to like take an average premise and make it really watchable or engaging.
Yeah,
like I think he does good stuff. And the other stuff that's new to the list, I threw these on here just because I'm like, you know what? This is just cool. There's 2 films. One of them, top film last year, is now on Amazon Prime, available for everyone to watch. And that's Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And like, as soon as I told Christina, I'm like, dude, it's on Prime. We can just watch it anytime we want. She's like, we're watching it now. We didn't do that, but we almost did. I'm like, shit, I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
No problem. And then the other film was Nope, Jordan Peele's film, which I think I only watched the first 30 minutes and then someone fell asleep because it was really late at night. So we got to get back into it. But now it's on Amazon Prime, so it's easy to watch. So we got Nope and Top Gun Maverick both just dropped on Amazon Prime. Totally cool to watch both of those.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm down. That's a nice little double feature there.
Dude, I think so too. I think, like, shit, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right. That does it for new to the list. All right. Time to get down to our very special double feature. We decided to try to do something special because, the confusion with the 50th episode or whatever. Is it this week? Is it last week? Because we had a bonus episode. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada.
Blah, blah, blah.
So the double feature is going to be like me trying to do one for him, pick his movies for him, and he's going to pick my movies for me. And we're trying to pick good movies that we would enjoy for each other. We're not trying to fuck each other over here. Yeah. We're trying to be nice, very nice, and pick enjoyable movies that we think the other person would like together.
Man, I'm not just trying to be nice. I'm trying to like impress you a little bit. I can't believe I'm trying to impress you a little bit. And yeah, I have little funny tidbit attachments stories, at least to one of them. But we can talk about that afterwards. How do you want to do this? You go first. You go first. I'm like, okay. I'm nervous over here.
Okay. I don't know. Like my strategy was like, I know he likes his movies together. I know he likes these movies. I just don't know because I know he likes his director. That was my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh. So I went with same director.
Ooh.
So, but one film is live action. The other film is animated.
Oh, right? Wow.
So then you got, wide spectrum, right? So without further ado, here we go.
One in my head right now. I can't even think how this is going to be. I only have one, but hopefully I'm wrong. Go ahead, fire away.
Okay, so first I'm going to go with Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol. And the second one is Incredibles. The director, Mr. Brad Bird.
Damn.
So I feel that I know that The Incredibles you hold at a very high esteem. And I think Ghost Protocol, you do the same, which I think that with that film, the series, the movies took a direction into the positive side because the movies were so before, I think. And after Ghost Protocol, they've kind of like, gone up an echelon. And I think, that's my double feature for you, buddy.
Damn, that's a good one. That's fantastic. I want to reach through the screen and give you a big wet slappery kiss on your cheek.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think Ghost Protocol is my favorite Mission Impossible film just because it's so damn good. It's just fun and it's so well done, and the ideas are there, and it's got the humor, and it's got the crazy action, and you just kind of like. It's the first one where they're actually a team working together, and it all just clicks. It's just so damn enjoyable. And then Incredibles is incredible. Yeah, it's in my top 3 of all time. Like, I can't deny that shit. I think it's one of the most perfect films ever. Comes down to the score. I mean, everything design. Love that. Both of them. Those are fantastic. Did I ever tell you when I ran into Brad Bird one time at a taco shop in LA?
No.
Yeah, I was having lunch with my buddy, and we went to go get tacos. Totally like a place where like no one speaks English. It was kind of cool. They're good tacos. And they call my number, and I get my tray. And I turn the corner, and right in front of me, carrying his tray is Brad Bird, just standing with his tray of tacos. And I like look like, holy shit, fucking Brad Bird standing right in front of me. This guy directs my favorite film of all time at this point. Like, what do I do? I don't do anything. I play it cool. with my tacos. And I go sit with my friend. We're having lunch. And I just keep staring at Brad Bird like a fucking total psychopath the entire lunch. My buddy said, just go talk to him. And I never did. But it's when he was prepping for Ghost Protocol.
The one that got away, huh?
He was prepping Ghost Protocol because J.J. Abrams' company was like in that general area. And I know somewhere in that area was Bad Robot. So I'm like, he's got to be working. I knew he was working on that. And I'm like, shit, what am I going to say? I like the movie. I got nothing on that. I just leave people.
Can we play tummy sticks? I don't know what you're gonna say, bro. Like,
I had nothing. I had nothing. And I was just
mean, honestly though, like, who's gonna like? Did he? You're a special one because not a lot of us know what Brad Bird looks like to begin with. It's not like he's blowing the covers off fucking Us Weekly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You had to look him up to know what the fuck he looks like,
or just watching a lot of special features on those other films.
Like, actually, didn't we do a panel of his like when he was working on Up, or like the balloons, or like some of the animation?
We had to. I know. I went to an early screening of The Incredibles before it came out, and at the Comic-Con, he was there talking about it. I had no idea what this was. He introduced like 2 scenes from that film, and I was like, "The what?" And they showed these 2 sequences, and I'm like, "That was amazing! Like, this guy gets it." I'm so excited to watch this film, and like 6 months later, it comes out. I'm like, "This film's amazing." But yeah, that was dope. So yeah, being a Comic-Con person, you're gonna know what people look like. But that was my silly Brad Bird story. Fuck, excellent choice. Now I feel like I'm not going to live up to that, but oh well.
It's all right. I forgive you. I love you anyways, mija.
All right. I was trying to come up with themes. I was trying to come up with like different ideas, like scary, funny, actiony. There's so many directions, so many things. And I went 2 just completely wild ones. And I think you'll appreciate hopefully both of them.
I'm excited.
And I think in the row, I'm not sure what you could tell me what order you would watch them in. All right. The first choice is 2004's Dawn of the Dead. Because that movie is wild. It's got like the goofiness. It's got the scary fucking fast zombies that you fucking hate.
I fucking hate those motherfuckers.
And it's got the action, and it's got the characters that you kind of love to hate. Some of them love to love and love to hate. And it's like,
I'm pretty sure we went to that together.
We did. I was going to tell the story about that when we're done.
Oh shit!
And I think that movie was like a fucking fantastic film. It's got everything. It's got all your jump scares for you, and it's got the creepiness, and it's got like plenty of room to breathe. And I think that's a movie I think you would super dig. So that fills out that quotient. And the second film is a film I don't believe we watched together. Is a film just because I want to like sit next to you and listen to you laugh inappropriately at all the crazy parts of the film. Because
what is it?
That's one of the best things I can watch a movie with you. Listen to you laugh sitting next to me.
I murders. I laugh at the wrong time.
And this is a dark one, and I think this is also a brilliant one, and I think you'll agree. And that's Inglourious Bastards.
Oh yeah,
it's got
I definitely laughed it up.
So much going on, like drama and you're like, oh my God. And then like 5 minutes later, you're laughing at the most fucked up shit. And the
Oh
whole
yeah.
movie is just out there. And it's a Tarantino film who we talk about all the time. So I'm
Yeah.
like, this fucking qualifies. I'm like, I think this would be the film to be next to you laughing. Like when Christoph Waltz is
Yeah.
homie and the fucking, when they tell him, hey, I broke my leg
Yeah.
mountain
Yeah.
climbing, and Christoph Waltz can't stop laughing
Laughing. Yeah.
because he knows how full of shit they are.
Yeah.
And it's such an awkward thing, but it's hilarious.
Yeah. Gorlami.
Like that whole scene's amazing. We're like, say it one more time. Takoko. Wait, one more time. Takoko.
The Coco. Oh man, I love that movie. That's definitely like that. Inglourious Bastards is like I always go. It's like 1A, 1B. You know, between that and Kill Bill for me, it's always like those two 1A, 1B. I go back and forth all the time because it basically depends on which one I watch last. You know, I'm like, oh, I like this better. But
Django's up there too for me too. It's so like it's so good. It's so there's so many scenes in Django too that were like ridiculous, like perfectly ridiculous and good. But yeah, first question: what order would you watch them in, and why?
I think that I think I would definitely watch first Dawn of the Dead and then Inglourious Bastards because I think Inglourious Bastards is like a really like get your energy up going and like get all the tension and everything like that, and then you finish it off with Inglourious Bastards, which is like a cinematic crowning achievement because I think before that film, Quentin Tarantino hadn't made I don't want to like it's gonna sound weird, but he hadn't make it a grown up film
like a prestige. I think this film was like a very prestige like.
Just the way it looked, it just looked different. Like the feel of it, you know, like the first scene where you meet Christoph Waltz and like with the French family and everything, and I'm like, and then he ends up like, au revoir, Shoshana, you know, and like everything, and then like you get the title cards and everything, and you still get a little taste of like the quirkiness, you know, with like Hugo Stiglitz and like all the different flourishes that Quentin Tarantino provides and stuff. So, man, and I just I appreciate it. It's has one of the most beautiful death scenes of all time. Like when you know in the film room, I love this movie. I love this movie, and I never get tired of watching it. And yeah, everything about this movie is perfect to me. So yeah, man, it's like I said, it always goes back and forth between Kill Bill and this one. And so yeah, that's the way I would watch it. And Dawn of the Dead, man, like you hit the nail on the head with the zombies, because I remember the first one we watched where they started running was 28 days later. Yeah. And dude, like, bro, if you would have said let's go, I would have fucking left like in a hurry because I was like scared out of my brains. And so with this one too, I was like, I kind of knew I wasn't expecting like the running zombies, so I was a little more prepared. But man, that first scene where like the daughter in the house, oh man, that shit, dude. And then it just goes, and then yeah, man, and it just takes off, and then I loved it. I love that movie.
When she's leaving in the car and she's just surrounded by chaos, and you see like silhouettes of people being torn apart, and you're just like, oh my God, dude, it's gnarly.
And when they get in the van or whatever, and then they turn the lights on, and you're like, oh my God, they're surrounded. And you're like, how are they going to get out of this? And it was a great surprise because you didn't know what to expect. Like, scary movies are, roll the dice. You might get like the biggest turd of all time, or you might get something that's impactful like this.
Hell yeah, Dawn of the Dead, man. So I don't know if you remember going. Me and you went to this theater together to watch this film, and we were meeting another friend before the theater, before the movie, and for some reason he invited his like all of his coworkers. I'm like, okay. And then they decided to go to like the little cantina across the parking lot from the theater beforehand. So we get there and we walk in, and there's this big rowdy crazy group of drunken idiots like in the corner. And as we walk in, our friend is like there, and he's gone. he's wasted. I'm not going to name names, but he's gone. We're like, oh my God. Like, we're in a shit show. And like, so we have a drink or two. Like, me and you are just very mellow, and we're just watching the escalation of like ugliness. Like, these people trying to impress each other by getting even more drunk. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? And then the movie's about to start. Like, we got to start going over to our seats. And then as we're going over, there's no assigned seat number. So as they're all walking in, we're kind of walking like behind them, and they're all stumbling into their little seats in the group. And me and you are like, we're going to go sit on the opposite side of the theater from you fucking idiots. And I don't know if you remember that, but we totally just left our friend and his little stupid group of people so we can go actually enjoy the film, because these drunken idiots were just like, like stumbling all over each other. Like, I want nothing to do with that. I mean, you just had to just watch this fucking amazing ass movie, having a great old time.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened after that with these fucking people.
Yeah. I don't remember that, but it sounds like us. Sounds like, because we're not willing to sacrifice a good time at a movie for some fucking dipshits that can't handle their fucking drinks. Yeah. I mean, that totally makes sense. And I kind of have a picture in mind who it is and stuff. So, because I think there's been a couple of times where like seriously, bro, like right now. But
yes.
But yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. All of that makes sense. I'm so glad that we decided to just bounce.
That's where we're at. We're like, dude, like, no, we got our boundaries. Like, yeah, you're a friend, but we're about to watch a movie here, bro.
Yeah, we ain't gonna fucking deal with your bullshit.
Paid $6 for this. You kidding me?
I know. How dare you fucking squander my $6 like that? Get out of here.
Yeah, I just remember that. I'm like, nope. And then we sat and watched it. We're like, yeah. I have no idea what happened afterwards. But yeah, that was my fun Dawn of the Dead story. I remember.
Do you remember we used to do midnight movies?
When we were young whippersnappers?
I can't even fathom that anymore.
We would go watch things we're not even sure what this movie was about. Like, it's a Thursday, there's a movie playing. Sure. Go home at like 2 or 3, get up for work like at 7. That's fine. There's food at work.
Sounds so good. Yeah.
We at work. There's like a 10-minute commute to work. No one will be on the road. It'll be fine. Dude, so many of those midnight movies. Now I'm like, dude, we got to sort of movie like around 8:30 in our household if we're going to try to finish it by bedtime.
Hey, if it's 7, we're pushing it. I'm like, hey, this movie's 2 hours. It's going to be done at 9? At 9 it's going to be done? What are we doing? Who are we? Bro. It's like now I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, it's 6:30. I look at the runtime, 2 hours and 19 minutes. I'm like, fuck, this close. That's us 9 o'clock. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Dude, in our household, like, I know, like, I have a cutoff. Like, I want to watch this movie in one sitting. And if it's not by like 7-ish, 7:30, I'm like, I know we're probably not gonna make it because there's gonna be interruptions. We gotta do this and that. So we gotta like, I gotta like plan it like days, and I gotta like make it known, make an announcement. We're watching this all in one sitting. We gotta start at this time, and we're not gonna finish it. We're not going until it's over. And then they'll get a veto, or they'll know they have to power through it. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man,
dude, it's funny because my family, like, they know it's over if I'm like sitting on the couch and they hear either the remote or my phone fall out of my hand. They're just like, ooh. I'm like, hey, who decided to start this shit at fucking 7:30? It's not my fault. You guys know, man. Because I be getting up early, man. People, they think like everybody gets up at 6. Like, I get up way before 6. So, yeah, man, I need to start this shit at 6:30. 7 o'clock. If it's not happening then, hey, can we watch a sitcom? That 20-minute sitcom? We'll be good.
That's what we do. Like, I'm like, what 30-minute thing could we enjoy right now without any kind of like people getting upset that we have to turn that shit off or stop it like halfway through a thing? I'm like, no, man, like, we're watching this 30-minute. We've seen this before. Like, I don't care. That's what we could watch right now safely. No upset feelings. No one going to bed angry. Yeah. Survivor's an hour, and I can't tell you how many fucking tribal councils I've missed. I'm like, who got kicked out? Who got kicked out? Who got all the votes?
Oh man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Age.
There you go. Double feature. That was fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so
that's
that
good,
was
dude.
our post 50th episode double feature for each other, sending each other like a little love letter via films.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up.
All right. That's our show, everybody. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments or recommendations. Are we missing something out there? What do you guys like? What are you guys watching? Let us know. I'm Francisco.
And I'm Andres.
2 nerds in 1 pot. Let's go. Vámonos. Por